Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to your general twin flame reading. So let's dive right into what the energies are surrounding your connection. What are the energies surrounding your connection? We have the Death card. So the Death card is never a card or an energy to be afraid of. It's actually an energy of rebirth. This one is the Eight of Cups. Interesting. And we have the Knight of Swords. So what I'm seeing here is that for many of you, you're feeling like you want to possibly walk away from your connection because you feel like things have maybe come to an end or things seem like they're not moving forward. Eight of Cups is about walking away. This also could be that you feel your twin flame has walked away from the connection, and so you also are kind of feeling reluctant in still like hanging on. So this is very natural, especially with what's happening now on the planet, especially with Mercury retrograde happening. It feels like the energy kind of is spiraling backwards. So things that we've experienced before, pain, hurt, rejection, it's like all that stuff is coming up again. And it's only to make sure that you got the lesson the first time. Because it's almost like, yeah, I felt this before, but why am I experiencing this all over again? It's to make sure. So it's like a pop quiz where, okay, you were tested before and you passed, but just to make sure you got the lesson, you're now being quizzed to make sure you get the lesson. With this energy of rebirth, it does seem like your connection has died in some way. It hasn't actually died. It is actually going through a process of rebirth. So things that didn't serve your connection are dying away. And what's being rebirthed is both you and your twin flame to align with what you do want and to align more with your higher self. So you are going through this rebirth. The Death energy, the Death card, just symbolizes a rebirth. So you are going through a lot of transition. Your connection is going through a lot. And it almost seems like, so you met, you fell in love, things progressed, then things took a turn, and then things kind of fell apart. But things kind of felt better, possibly for you. And there was like hope. Now it feels like all hope is lost, and you kind of feel kind of lost as to, is this connection even like, is it even there? Is it even what's the word? Is it even real? So the King of Swords, okay, I thought this was a Knight of Swords, but it's actually the King. I don't have my glasses on. So the King of Swords is a card of truth and being in one's truth. It's a card of empowerment as well. So if your connection Or if you and your twin flame haven't exactly been speaking your truth, it's like why things kind of fell apart, because maybe you weren't speaking the truth about how you felt, or they weren't speaking the truth about how they felt. So this energy is coming in to help both of you speak your truth. It is a card of thought, communication, and it being in Mercury retrograde, communication may be a bit challenging. Not to say that it's not possible, but this energy is here because communication is needed for both of you to establish like harmony within each of you. So that's what I'm getting. So for a lot of you, it could be a very challenging time because of your connection, because of the uncertainty, because you don't know which direction to go. And that is very natural. But like all phases and cycles, this too shall pass. And it is part of what's necessary because you are going through a death and rebirth of the old into the new. So the energies surrounding you right now no longer sustain what used to be. So if there was anything out of integrity or anything that was not true or any dishonesty, that is all like dying away, because twin flame connections cannot be sustained with any of that kind of energy. So that's kind of dying away. And a lot of the times it's difficult to let go of the old because we're so accustomed to that. We're so used to it being that way that having something new or introducing something new is like, not really welcome. So you are going through some challenging moments. If you can hear Bestie the cat, he's just meowing outside because he wants to come in. He stopped because I said his name. So you might be seriously considering walking away, or you felt like your twin flame has like completely walked away. But with the death and rebirth, it really is indicating that your connection is just transitioning into something new. It may not feel like it's better, but it is better. It's kind of like weeding out everything that was not working. So let's see where you are at. Where are you at on the journey? Let's get some insight into where you are at. We have the Queen of Swords. And this is the High Priestess. And we have the Eight of Wands. So you are going through some major shifts in your life, and it's almost maybe causing a little distraction, from like a happy distraction from your twin flame connection, because I'm seeing here that you are in your truth now. Queen of Swords, you are speaking your truth. You know what your truth is, and you don't have like a problem speaking your truth. Your intuition is also at an all-time high. And for some of you, it might seem a bit, I don't know if the word scary. It might seem a bit like new to be so dead on about certain things, about certain people, like predicting things or knowing certain things that you don't know how you would know, but you just know, knowing how your twin flame really feels about you. Like your intuition is at an all-time high. So it is causing somewhat of, I don't want to say stress, but maybe anxiety. Because you're like, how do I know this stuff? Like, how do I know? It's your intuition that is really coming online, and it could be freaking you out a bit. With the Eight of Wands, I feel like there's going to be some good news that you will hear regarding your twin flame. And it will cause a lot of changes in how you see the connection. So good news could be anything. It could be your twin flame getting a promotion, or having like a speedy recovery from something. It could be your twin flame all of a sudden moving out of a situation that they wanted to leave for a long time, and they're finally leaving. So I feel like this happy news is going to positively affect how you see your twin flame, and it will positively affect your connection. So this is really about trusting your intuition and allowing it to guide you. Trusting it that when you follow your intuition, when you follow your heart, it's never going to lead you astray. One thing to remember is that if it feels good, then that is the message for you. If the message ever causes you to feel anxious or afraid in any way, that message is not meant for you. It's an illusion. It's more to keep you scared and to not move forward. So when it comes to your connection, you know deep down what's happening. You know that there was a reason for the separation. There was a reason why things happened the way they did. That there was time needed for both of you to heal and grow, because when you were together, it kind of got to a point where you couldn't push forward anymore. So both of you had to kind of take a step back and kind of like recenter yourselves, because it's so very easy to get lost in these connections, in your twin flame connection. It's very easy to lose connection with yourself. So this time was really, there was a purpose to it, so that both of you could reconnect to yourselves and recenter and regroup, and then again come into union and move forward. So let's see where your twin flame is at. Where is your twin flame at? Where is your twin flame at when it comes to you? Knight of Coins. And of course, I forgot to mention that there will be an extended reading. So we're going to go deeper into seeing what their intentions are, what their actions are, and what their love messages are for you. 8 of Coins. Okay, so where they are at, Knight of Coins, Ace of Coins, and 8 of Coins. So they've been really working hard on themselves, as in they've been really working on themselves, working on bettering themselves, even in terms of like their health or their job or their finances or their, I'm even hearing like personal safety. I'm hearing that for some reason. They've been working on and really focusing on themselves, which has I want to say kept them occupied, but also this new beginning. There's a new beginning for them that they have this opportunity. So I'm getting the sense that they are seeing it as a new opportunity to reconnect with you. And what I'm seeing is that they want to get things right in their lives in order to take this opportunity with you. Yeah, because like, see, they're just really focusing on what they need to do in their lives. I feel like they're ready for this opportunity with the Ace of Coins. I also see this as a very positive energy affecting their finances, like new opportunity, a new job, a new promotion, a new career, a new direction, a new avenue. So this positively impacts your connection, because when things are going well, they feel like they don't have to worry so much about, what they were focusing on, whether that was work or money. Because that could have been a reason why they had to step away from your connection, was because maybe they had to make more money, or maybe they had to focus on furthering their career. So they're creating opportunities for themselves, but that's also creating an opportunity for them to return to you. And I feel like this is what was needed, was for both of you to really take this time and focus on yourselves. So you kind of had no choice but to do that. But that's usually the case. Why twin flames do separate is because they have to focus on taking care of things that maybe were being neglected. And when this happens, it always benefits the connection, always. So both of you working on yourselves always benefits your connection for union. So that is amazing. Okay. So let's see what is being hidden that needs to come to light. I'm going to use this deck. This is a deck that was given to me by my sister Sky. So Sky, if you're out there, thank you. It's not a tarot deck. It's more like a quote deck, but I thought I'd incorporate it into the reading to get a different spin on things or a different perspective. So interesting. So this one says, it's not what happens to you, it's what you do before it, during it, and after it. It's not what happens to you, it's what you do before it, during it, and after it. So you've been really looking at your connection or your twin flame like it happened to you. But truthfully, it is what you're doing now during your separation and what you do after your separation. So what's coming to light is your connection didn't happen to you. It's about what you're doing. Is your connection like inspiring you to do other things, to try new things, to even maybe explore another connection? It's what you're doing or what your actions are that stem from your connection. So no matter what happened to you, if your twin flame had left the connection or ghosted you or decided to end communication or contact, it really is about you. So that's what's needing to come to light, is that it's not what is happening to you, it's what you are doing now that is what's important. Because it's an opportunity for you to really focus on you, focus on your well-being, focus on your mental health, focus on your physical health. Everything that may have been neglected before, it's what you're doing now. So that needs to come to light. Is, yeah, it's unfortunate how things fell apart in your connection, but what's important now is what you're doing. And maybe if you're even using your or channeling your emotions into something like a project or into art, or you're taking this time to just focus more on just feeling better, maybe even healing. So it's all in what you're doing. Because before you met your twin flame, you were living life a certain way, and now that you have experienced your connection and you are maybe in separation or no communication, it's what you are doing now that is important, and even how you're doing it. So the next one says, joy is not in things, it is in us. So what's coming to light is that, of course, when we are in a twin flame connection, we feel this joy and happiness of finding our true counterpart, our spiritual partner, the one that we're meant to be with, the one we're meant to grow with, and I want to say work on like purpose together. That we often think that the joy comes from the connection, but the joy that you feel is actually the joy that's already within you. That connection or the meeting of your twin flame just brought it out. So what's needing to come to light is just a reminder that they're not the ones that are bringing out joy in you. The connection is not bringing the joy. The joy is already in you, and that they trigger that joy and happiness, just like they can trigger other emotions that don't feel as good. But all those emotions are already inside of you. So you can, at any time, with your intention, just call those feelings to experience. So you can just, in the morning, intend to experience a joyful and happy day, and you will. Sometimes we think that we need that partner or we need love in order to feel that happiness and joy, but it's already inside of you. You just have to call it. You just have to intend to feel it, and you will. This says, the future turns out to be something that you make instead of find. So what's coming to light is the reminder that you are the creator of your future. That, yes, like you happen to find your twin flame, but you also created that. Before you both incarnated, you had agreed to find each other again. And your circumstances now, whether they seem very challenging, you have the power through your intention, through your energy, your emotions, and your actions to create the future that you want with your twin flame. So it's not even something that is really destined, it's something that you create. So just to remember that you are the creator of your future. You are creating it every day with your thoughts, your feelings, your vibration, your intentions, and your actions. Okay, so let us see what is in your twin flame's heart. So this is different from the channeled messages, which we will delve into in the extended reading. So please click the link below to join me there. But what is in your twin flame's heart right now about you? What is in your twin flame's heart about you? We have this one, chemistry, inseparable. What is in your twin flame's heart? Unexpected outcome, commitment. So the first one says, I've never felt a passion this intense. So they are still feeling your connection, no matter how much time has gone by, no matter if you haven't spoken in a long time, they still feel your connection. They feel it so intensely, as if no time had passed, as if there's been no time or space between you. They still feel your connection. And no one else has they've never felt this way towards anyone else. This one says, our love is always there despite the distance. So this is what's in their heart, that the love that you have is always there, no matter what. And this one says, unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way I planned. So they had this idea of how things were going to be for the two of you, but things didn't turn out. So they feel a lot of disappointment that things didn't pan out the way they had hoped with you. Maybe it had to do with something on their end or even something on your end. But they do feel that disappointment because they wanted things to work out with you. This one says commitment. I want you to be a part of my future. In their heart, you are still the one for them. You are still the one for them. So there is love there for you. There is still that wanting to be with you. So let's see what the guidance is. What is the guidance for you and your twin flame? And then we'll see what the outcome is, or what's coming up for you. The guidance is the Sun. The Hierophant. Three of Cups. These are all union cards. When these cards come out, this is happily ever after. This is saying, like, the sun is coming out for you. It maybe has been like gray or cloudy or dark for a while, but the sun is coming out. So to have faith in your happily ever after. Because the Hierophant is also, like, I see this as like a spiritual leader, or like a minister or a priest that that conducts the marriage service. I don't know if I'm not saying that correctly, but this means marriage. And the Three of Cups is a celebration of love. So if you were thinking that all hope was lost, or you don't know where your connection is going or heading, your connection is still on track. Your union is still on track. It just hasn't happened yet. So continue to trust in divine timing, because it will happen when it's meant to happen. But also, if your thoughts are consistently like, oh, I'm giving up, or if your thoughts are, I guess it's ended, then that's what you're creating. But if you keep the faith and know that your connection is, like, you will always be one, then you will be reunited. So the universe is saying to have faith and believe, and use your thoughts and intentions to create what you want instead of focusing on what you don't want. So believe in your happily ever after. Believe in your union, and believe that your connection is a celebration of love. What is coming up for you? What is coming up for you? We have the Page of Cups. We have the Lovers. And we have the Page of Swords. So this is like both of you looking at your connection through like new eyes. Like your connection being rejuvenated. Both of you being rejuvenated. Almost like falling in love again for the first time. Pages are like a very young energy. So this is like both you and your twin flame having your whole lives ahead of you together. So making those plans, visualizing life together. I feel like this is how you're going to feel again, being in union, young at heart, like anything and everything is possible, starting like from scratch, starting brand new, like you're in your early 20s again, because this is definitely what is coming up for you. But this means like actually choosing it, choosing to be together. So this is you being together because you're both choosing it. That is amazing. It's like this is both of you embarking on this chance to live a brand new life together. So that is so exciting. I'm so excited for you. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do thank you so very much, and I do read all the pleasant comments, and I'm so thankful. They just make my day. So thank you. Please do click on the link below for the extended reading to this, or you can also book a personal twin flame reading with me. I would be overjoyed to do a reading for you. So please do reach out to me and let me know, either through email or through Instagram. You can reach me. So other than that, like, you are still on track for twin flame union. Whether you lost hope or whether you want to believe it or not, it helps if you believe it, but you are still on track. And as I said to my client yesterday, it's there if you still want it, because so many of my clients that I'm working with one-on-one have actually given up. One of my clients like just completely blocked her twin flame, and they're business partners, so I don't know how that's even possible, but and then another client just totally does not want to have anything to do with her twin flame. And my other client, another one, just thought things were over because nothing was really moving forward. So this is happening really across the board. So if you're experiencing this, it is very natural. With the energies, especially with everything happening astrologically, this is very, very natural. It's a natural part of the process that we must each go through as part of the journey. So not to worry, and to take comfort in knowing that you're not alone, that this is a requirement on the journey, and you will get there. You are heading in the right direction. So that is what I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed this twin flame reading. So on that note, I want to thank you all so very much for everything you do, for everything you are, for contributing your light to the world, because the world needs it. So thank you. And until next time, I'm wishing you all so much more love and peace.